Hello, Miami. You're watching 305 Sports Now, your home podcast and channel for all things Miami sports related. I am Will.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to 305 Sports Now. I am your host, Will. Happy Friday. I'm very happy as the Miami Hurricanes have picked up Chris Ewald. I know it's been all over social media. I know there's been stories covered already about this young man, but we, as Canes fans, are breathing a sigh of relief because it was scary at the moment because many of us were afraid that it was a 50-50 situation between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Miami Hurricanes. And the Miami Hurricanes have picked up one of the prize cornerbacks of this recruiting cycle. The Miami Hurricanes keep adding on depth, all right, to their roster, and they keep adding defensive backs, adding Timothy Merritt, just picked up Amari Wallace out of Central High School, and now they pick up one of the crown jewels, which is Chris Ewald Jr., and I'll get into more Kane targets from the defensive backfield in a couple minutes, but I want to talk about this young man. I love this young man. He is just a beast. He's a dog, okay? He reminds me of an old school Miami Hurricane cornerback, defensive back, no nonsense, get in your face, press coverage, just covers you to a T, could play off the ball a bit, play off his man a bit, and still make plays as well. This young man is a beast, okay? He is an absolute beast. I'm putting up the video. He is an absolute beast because he is a guy that could play press, and he could also play off coverage as well, all right? And, I mean, we know in South Florida, it's all about bump and run, and we talk about, aggressive and so on. This is a young man that can fit into any system. That's why he was committed to Michigan originally. But guess what? Bye-bye, Michigan. All right, bye-bye, Michigan. And now you are at least verbally committed to the Miami Hurricanes. Chevis Jackson has done a great job, all right, recruiting defensive backs. It's just been unbelievable. I'm very happy because it's been phenomenal. Okay, so a little bit about Chris Ewald as well. Again, the footwork, well coached. Shaman Madonna produces great football players, okay, and is becoming, if it isn't already, a pipeline for the Miami Hurricanes as they're getting guys from the defensive and offensive side of the football as well. Chris Ewald is a guy that will pick you off if you throw a very bad pass, underthrown pass, or just any pass in the vicinity. He could front the guy, whether if it's on a slant route, whether if it's an out route in general. If he can find a position to get in front of the wide receiver, he will. But he's also a guy that's not very easy to beat. The reason why I say that is because if you look at his videos, he never, ever stops looking at the football. He'll keep an eye on his man, but he'll turn around just in time to make a play on the ball in general. So that's good. And that's good because that also limits penalties. Because one of the things that referees hate and will always call and drives coaches crazy is the fact that some guys just don't turn their heads. He always turns his head. And makes the play on the ball. Will always go after the ball. Not only that, can he just cover your best wide receiver? He can cover your boundary guy. He can cover your slot guy. All right, he'll cover your running back. It doesn't matter. He's an excellent open field tackler as well. So he's everything you want out of a cornerback, a defensive back. Takes me back to the days of guys like Carlos Jones. Okay, guys like Mike Rump, Philip Buchanan, Kenny Phillips. Those guys were flat out beasts. Okay. When it came to coverage, they were dogs, right? They were animals. They were beasts. They made plays and didn't give a damn, got dirty. And this is the kind of football player Chris Ewald Jr. is. If you don't believe me, let me remind you of his stats, okay? I'm going to pull up his stats right now, courtesy of 247, provided by Max Preps. In 2023, he had 45 tackles. This is junior year. He had 45 tackles. He broke up 20 footballs, had 2 interceptions. So keep in mind, he probably didn't throw his way a lot either. When you're good and you get a reputation, they shy away from your island. In 2022, as a sophomore, okay, he earned a starting role, 25 tackles, broke up 12 passes, and got 4 picks as well. What a great get. What a great get for the Miami Hurricanes. Congratulations, Mario Cristobal. And this is a guy that I think will stick because he wants to stay in South Florida. One of the biggest things about him is he didn't want to travel too much, and also, of course, the family as well. Probably didn't want his family to travel as much as well. And they beat off the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia is a very formidable opponent when you're recruiting against them. And this is the thing. Now you got to translate it to the field. If you can translate it to the field, if now these recruits and now Miami's winning, these guys will not decommit. They will not decommit, and they will continue just to say, you know what, Miami is looking pretty damn good right now. So they'll continue to commit to the Canes and stack talent, stack talent, stack talent, stack talent, and you won't need much of the transfer portal because you'll have young guys ready and willing to take spots of veterans and are capable of doing so. Okay. Remember, when I interviewed Lauren Smith, the former West Virginia defensive back, I said a transfer portal should only be used to cover certain holes. All right. And that's it. Or certain positions where you may need depth. It should not be your end all be all to make your football team great. And the fact that Miami is combining, getting some transfer portal guys just to add depth, but getting these recruits to come in and committing, and if they can stay a while, there's no stopping Miami, especially if they start winning football games. Okay, so I'm very happy again that we picked up Chris Ewald. I'm very happy that we picked up Timothy Merritt. I'm very happy we picked up Amari Wallace as well. And guess what? I know Miami is still pursuing recent LSU decommit Jabari Antoine. I will be doing a possible Kane segment on him hopefully this weekend. And it doesn't end there. Drake Stubbs, yes, Drake Stubbs just decommitted from USC. And that guy had a hell of a visit when he came down to Miami. So that's another guy Miami's going to be going after as well. And I don't think they're done with Ben Hanks either. Okay, so this is just it's just rolling right now, and it's summertime. This is when you get to see recruiting heat up, and this is when you get to see a lot of commitments as well. All right, I'm looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to National Signing Day. I'm looking forward to the relentless recruiting and the relentless belief in building talent that the Miami Hurricanes have pretty much created under the culture created by Mario Cristobal. One of the things that he has done is that he's gotten players to leave that didn't fit the culture, that didn't fit the Miami way of doing things when they won championships, and now he's bringing guys in that care. You know why I say that? Because I've heard that in practice, these guys all jaw at each other, they compete against each other, they push each other, okay? And that is very reminiscent of the Miami Hurricanes that won championships in the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s. So that is the expectations that we have right now for Mario, and that's what Mario is expecting of himself to get this thing rolling. Okay, to get this thing rolling. So congratulations, all right, once again to the Miami Hurricanes for getting another beast, okay, that they wanted in the defensive backfield. I'm very excited to see Chris Ewald in green and orange, and also when he puts pen to paper, hopefully still on National Signing Day. I think he will put pen to paper because he likes what he saw. And if Miami wins, sky's the limit, man. You won't get many people decommitting from a program that's on the right trajectory. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports Now. My name is Will. Stay safe. God bless. See you soon. All about to you guys. Go Canes. Bye-bye.